First up, those San Antonio Spurs hosted a double overtime thriller against the Thunder last night. Among the epic performances in this mid-January, 56 points by LaMarcus Aldridge, becoming the first Spurs since Tony Parker back in 2008 to score 50. They shot 84% from beyond the arc, and then there was their 14th win in their last 18 games. I'm not going to show any bias here, but I do want to ask you this. After what was a rocky start, that's very fair to say, what is the ceiling for the Spurs squad that you see now?
You know, if LaMarcus Aldridge continues to play at this pace, I mean, I'm not saying he's going to score 56 every night.
But, fair.
You know, if he becomes an all-star, because I didn't have him pegged for an all-star this year, but the way he's been playing, the way the Spurs have been playing lately, if he becomes an all-star, I think DeRozan, he's an all-star, he's a lock. Yeah. You know, they can get to the Western Conference. I mean, I only see two teams right now with two all-stars.
Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but I only see two teams right now that have two all-stars, and that's OKC and Golden State. This could be the third team.
This is the first time ever that I'm like, Paul, you're crazy.
I mean, it's all
about your team. About your team, too.
That's all predicated
Smartest thing he's ever said.
on LaMarcus Aldridge if he continues to play consistently.
That LaMarcus.
First of all, I just can't do it. I can't count the Spurs out.
All right.
I don't know if their ceiling is Western Conference Finals, like Paul says. I think that's a little ambitious.
Sure.
But, I mean, that game last night was unbelievable. I mean, the guy scores 56 points, no threes.
No threes.
You got to shoot a lot of threes to score 50 in this game today, but he did it without the three-point shot. They're coming together. They really are. And I mean, I love the way that they play. We all know that, but I don't know about Western Conference Finals.
Well, another guy who we all love to watch play is Russell Westbrook. He was on the other side of things last night, but not the way we are accustomed to watching him. He got his triple-double in his 24 points in 50 minutes, but the number that really stands out, the 24 assists that he had. He passed up a ton of open shots, fed it to his teammates. I know overtime was a little bit different, but is this something that is now what Russell Westbrook is going to make his game into? Are we witnessing an actual evolution in his game?
Well, he's been a high assist guy for the last few years.
But the passing up of the ugly shots.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is a product of him not shooting well at this point in the season, but he's always been a 10 assist plus passer. And so, you know, but I like that he's deferring to Paul George and other guys even more than in the past. But I don't know if this is a product of his shot not falling yet, which will come along for him, because he's a better shooter than what he's showing.
A couple things stood out for me. Not only the 24 assists, but only 3 turnovers. That's a big deal. He's usually a high turnover guy in 50 minutes of play. Also, he only shot 4 threes. Hadn't been shooting it well from the three. I think this is a part of his maturation. He and Paul George have an amazing chemistry and synergy out there. And also the other guys. You know, he's empowering some of these other guys. Only 22 shots. I've seen Russell shoot 30-something shots in a regular game. This is 2 overtimes and only took 22. I think it's a part of his maturation.
Have I mentioned that was a fun game to watch? Okay, this next story, Chauncey already knows all about this guy, but if you don't know him, get familiar with Nikola Jokic of the Nuggets. The below-the-rim big man had himself another one last night, 18.
Ooh, that was nasty.
He had a bunch of passes that are insane every single time. The first-place Nuggets beat the Clippers by 21. Is he your all-NBA first-team center?
The league is in a great place. I think it's the talent level from top to bottom is as best as it's ever been. And when you got a guy playing at his level, I don't think he's first team. And they're in first place in the West.
Who's first team?
You know, I gotta either go with Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid. That's how good the NBA is.
I'm
not
because look how well he's playing.
Chauncey,
I'm a guy.
I'm not even sure if he makes first or second team.
What about Chauncey?
Winning. This is the Nuggets team that didn't even make the playoffs last year.
You just Nuggets biased.
No, I'm not Nuggets biased.
biased.
I'm a Piston, by the way.
You play for the Nuggets, though.
Biased. I'm a fan of the Nuggets.
You from Denver.
But you know I keep it real.
You played with Denver. You from Denver. You live in Denver.
You're from Inglewood, and you cheer for the
Patriots.
The Patriots.
Don't get us
started. But anyway, I think that I'm a guy that rewards winning, and they're not just winning. He is killing.
Yeah.
He is balling. Here's a guy that can't jump, can't run, and is dominating with his performances.
Like somebody I know.
Oh,
he plays like Paul Pierce, too.
Big takeaway. Look out for the Spurs.